Hi Sagittarius, welcome to this reading. My name is Linda. Thanks for tuning in. What I have for you today is a relationships reading. So this reading can give insight on your connection with someone. It doesn't have to be only about a love interest or a romantic partner. It can be giving you information about any connection that you have. It could be a family member or a friend or a co-worker or a potential business partner or someone who you might have just met that you had an interaction with that you feel is like interesting and needs a little bit more insight. If there's information in this reading that you can't relate to, it could either be that this reading is not for you, in which case check your other placements like your ascendant or your moon sign, or just click on any reading that you feel intuitively guided to, because honestly the astrological placements are just arbitrary. Otherwise, it could be talking about someone who you haven't met yet that could be coming in soon for you. So, one more shuffle when we get started. So this first card is describing how you see yourself. Strength, nice. This is how you see them, Chariot reversed. How they see themselves, Death. And how they see you, Five of Pentacles in reverse. This is the energy between you that supports. This is the energy between you that challenges. This is the overall energy, Ace of Cups reverse, and this is the potential outcome. Okay. You have two Sage cards here, three major arcanas. What's at the bottom of the deck? We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Alright, so what I'm feeling here in this energy is that the person that you're dealing with, you might be feeling like they have leaned on you a little bit too much. That's what I'm getting here. The person that you're dealing with is in a very somewhat challenging and difficult stage in their life. There's something that they're transmuting and transiting through. There's a transition happening for them. There's some major cycle that's ending for them, or some kind of major spiritual deep learning that they're going through that they're finding quite challenging and that they're having to work through. And they may have been leaning on you for support emotionally, but also financially. And I feel like you're kind of feeling as if you wish that there could be a little bit of more space between you, and that they wouldn't need so much energy from you. That's the overall sensation that I'm getting from this spread. Okay? Because Six of Pentacles in reverse here on the bottom of the deck is very telling. It's saying that you feel like there has been a lot of energy going out, a lot of support and generosity and charity from you towards this person. And they maybe have been in a lot of need. Clearly they're having a hard time right now, and then maybe they have been having a hard time for a while. Anyway, let's get into the cards one by one. So how you see yourself right now, you have the Strength card in the upright position. So clearly you are in a position here where you are strong and you're capable and you're brave. There's a level of confidence here. There's also a level of success. It's not to say that you're having an easy time and this person is having a hard time, but I feel like you are very tapped into and very tuned into your inner reserves of strength, confidence, willpower, determination, enthusiasm, love, self-esteem, and you're working with those things. You might not necessarily have that all completely down. We're all a work of progress, but you're tapped into those things and you channel them and you work with them. And I think this person has maybe been drawn to you because they see your strength and they see your energy and your confidence, and they've kind of leaned on you a little bit in their time of need. How you're seeing them is the Chariot in reverse. So I feel like you might not necessarily have as much confidence in them as they have in you in one way. Like the Chariot in reverse could be saying here that, well, I mean, it's in the position of how you're seeing them. So I kind of feel like you think this person doesn't have as much discipline as they need to be able to handle what they have on their plate. And so they're relying on you more than what you think is fair. That's what I'm getting from this part of the reading. You might be feeling a little bit over it, I get the feeling. Like you might be wanting to withdraw a little bit from helping and supporting this person as much as you have been until now. That's how I'm feeling. I think you think this person needs to focus a lot more and use more discipline and willpower to channel their energy into sorting out whatever difficulties or problems that they're facing. And I also get the feeling here that you would handle their situation much differently from than the way they're handling it. And that is bringing a feeling of frustration for you. I think you're feeling a little bit frustrated with this person, Sagittarius. Now, on this side of the reading, I've already kind of covered this death card here, but let's just go over it again. This person is going through some kind of major upheaval in their life where they're needing to transmute some energy or work with a transitional energy, work with some kind of significant closure in their life, whether that's some kind of external event, like maybe a relationship is ending or some kind of major experiences happening that they're having to work through, or on an internal spiritual level, this person is being urged by the universe through external events and sources to have a look within themselves at what they need to let go of in their personality or in their behavior or in their structures. That's what I'm hearing, structures. So now they have here in the position of how they see you, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like they are starting to get a sense of your frustration with them and your desire to have them be less dependent on you. They can feel that. With the 5 of Pentacles coming up in a reverse position, in the area of the reading that's describing how they see you, it's pretty clear they're aware that you want them to be more independent of you and less reliant on your support emotionally and financially. But they're feeling a bit rejected, to be honest. They're feeling a little bit pushed out. They understand it. That doesn't mean it doesn't hurt, right? But I'm not trying to lay any kind of guilt trip on you at all. You kind of need to do this because this person is actually like being a little bit too dependent on you. They're being too dependent on you. They are in need, but they need to figure out how to be a little bit more strong in their own situation to deal with what they're dealing with, because we're all on our own here. Let's be real. We are all here on our own. Everyone has a story. Everyone has challenges. Everyone has difficult times in their life. We all need support of loved ones, and occasionally we need help, whether that's financial or emotional, but we all need to grow and learn how to manage the events that occur with our own fortitude, with our own willpower, with our own discipline, with our own determination to get through things, right? I'm not talking, okay, like if this person is dealing with some kind of physical or emotional abuse or mental abuse in their environment where they are living at home, of course you help and support them. But I'm talking about if someone is just being like overly expectant of you to kind of pick up their slack if they're not able to like make decisions for themselves about how to move forward and things like that. No, that's not what I'm talking about. If someone is really in trouble and is like under some kind of serious threatened, like if their safety is threatened, then of course help them. But I don't feel like that's what we're dealing with here. I feel like this person has been in a long transition out of something, and you kind of are starting to feel frustrated that they haven't really moved on yet, or that they haven't closed the door on this scenario, whatever this is. And they're feeling frustrated now because they understand that you are also starting to get a bit fatigued with how much they need your help and support. Or if it's not that they're needing your help and support, it's that in some ways this person's situation is affecting you somehow, because they're not 100% in their own responsibilities. Let's say it like that. Now, this energy that's here between you, we have the 3 of Wands in this position of the energy that supports. And this card in this deck is called Compassion. So clearly you care about this person a lot. You have a lot of compassion for them. You're willing to, be that emotional support for them. You have been that emotional support for them. But now I'm getting this sense here that it's enough of that now. It's time for this person to figure out how to stand on their own 2 feet. They need to get this Chariot card in the upright position and start to be more confident and more strong in themselves, be more decisive. That's coming through in this reading pretty strongly. I feel like this person needs to be very decisive and clear about what they're going to do and actually take that first step. Making the decision is kind of the first step, but the first real step is taking action on that decision. And I feel like that's what this person needs to do. And I feel like you've been very patient with them, and now you're kind of getting just a bit tired of it. Because you have also this Ace of Cups now in the reverse position as the overall energy here. So there's this feeling here of like, come on, like, please get it together. You've been very available. You've been very emotionally available. You've been very emotionally supportive. You've been even maybe financially supportive or energetically supportive, or supportive in a physical way as much as you have been supportive in an emotional way. But now I feel like you're ready for this person to be more independent. Now you have here these two sages, Sage of Crystals, Sage of Cups. They're both in the reverse position. Again, this is kind of just reiterating what I've been saying all along here. There's this level of you having been very supportive, and you are very strong, you are very capable, you are very compassionate, you are very confident, you have been very supportive, you have been very generous. You have been very generous. That is clear in this reading. Now, these two sages in the reverse are saying, you feel like it's time for this person to stand on their own 2 feet. This energy of the sage in the upright position, this is the energy of someone who's kind of mastered certain things in their life over the element it governs. So for Sage of Cups, this is emotional intelligence, emotional mastery. Sage of Crystals, this is the air element. This is intellectual mastery. So this is you saying, in this reading, this is you saying, you have got this, sis, friend, brother, lover, whoever this person is, you got this. I believe in you. I trust you. It's time to like leave the nest and fly on your own. It's time to stand on your own 2 feet. It's time to, you know, stand up for yourself. It's time to say no to that person once and for all and stop complaining to me about them and not doing anything. It's that kind of energy that I'm feeling here in this. Like, yes, you've had compassion and you've given a lot of support, but enough already with just like going over the same things. I feel like this person talks to you a lot about their problem or their issue, and you give them a lot of support and you listen and you're very compassionate and you're very kind with that. But at this point you're like, girl, I am not going to give you any more advice. I'm not going to listen to you again complain about the same problem with the same person. That's what I'm getting from these two cards. Like, you want this person to finally stand up for themselves, say the thing they need to say to the person they need to say it to, and not keep saying it to you. Because that's not getting them anywhere. It's certainly not taking you anywhere. But this person needs to be more decisive and take action on what they know they need to change, and not just keep coming back to you for more advice and for more support. Okay, Sagittarius, I'm just checking over here, but I feel like I've covered this this reading. Just give me a second here to close it up. I think this person will actually is very much understanding that you've reached your limit. That's what I feel like with this 5 of Pentacles in reverse, 6 of Pentacles in reverse. They know you've been very generous. Ace of Cups reversed. And I think for you and for them, you kind of drawing the line here and saying, okay, enough is actually going to be what this person needs. It's definitely what you need. But I think this person, in your action of withdrawing a little bit of some of that excessive generosity and compassion and kindness that you've shown this person, they'll get the message. You might be feeling a little bit uncomfortable or awkward with having to have the conversation with this person, like what I just said, you know, like it's time for you to like take more responsibility for yourself and make a decision and act on it. You might not have the confidence or the ability to use language in that way. If that's something, if you're not into confrontation or if you're not into speaking directly with people, this could be a good opportunity for you to practice that. And that might be what some of the converse energy of this reading is. It's partly for you to learn how to be more direct and more clear with your boundaries, because that's also, the Strength card can be about boundaries too, you know, right? But back to my point, I think that this person will very much understand your need for withdrawing your energy and drawing a clear boundary, and maybe, you know, like letting them know either energetically or verbally. So these cards are for both people, not just them. Energetically and verbally, you need to let them know that you are like withdrawing a little bit more of that support and energy that you've been giving them and providing them with. And that might be enough for them to get the message that they need to be more decisive and determined and disciplined on their own and make a clear decision and take action on it and communicate what they need to communicate to the person they need to communicate it to, and not to just keep complaining to you. All right, Sag. I feel like I've covered everything now. So thank you so much for watching. It's been an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.